Welcome to what do you mean? Make me understand. I'm King Prince KL21. I'm here today with my guest GiGi from Cleveland. GiGi, say hello.
Hey,
And
what's up?
today we have a couple of topics. A topic we want to talk about. We're going to talk about toxic relationships. If you're checking me out on YouTube, hit my subscribe button so you can get another video. I'm gonna try to do one once a week. If you got any ideas, leave comment below and let me know that I can maybe you want me to talk about. So just we're gonna get started here. So GG, I have a story I would like to tell, but I would like to hear your story. And we got
Mm.
in today's we're gonna call our people Woodrow and Boujie Not.
Yes, sir.
So you go ahead.
Absolutely.
So tell me a story about Woodrow.
So, Woodrow. Um, okay. Woodrow, I actually married,
Okay.
and yeah. And if everybody knows San Fernando Sun, Woodrow was drunk,
Okay.
and so need I say more? Um,
Tell us a
yeah.
story about
So
something. Tell me a story about something that Woodrow done. That was
okay.
crazy. That was
Well,
crazy. Like
so
he was like crazy, crazy. Yeah.
okay. Well, everything was cool. I married Woodrow. Had known him for years. Everything was cool. First 6 months in. Um, then Woodrow um decided to get weird and say, "Oh, um, um, well, I called you. Why didn't you answer?" And then we got to where were you at and that kind of thing. And I'm working,
Okay.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and so um,
I mean,
then
What do Woodrow do that I mean, what does he do?
uh,
What was his occupation at the time?
Woodrow was in nursing as well
Same
as
same as you.
myself.
Okay. All right.
Yes, he was in nursing, a different level of nursing, but he was in nursing, and but yeah, he worked nights
Okay.
and just okay. So initially, he was just sweet, loving, attentive, all of that good stuff. Then it got to the point where we were more serious, and it's like, oh, so um, you really could just work part time. I got you, which he did. And
Okay.
I'm like, okay, because I was tired,
Right.
at the
Right.
time.
Right. Right.
And so I'm thinking, okay, that's nice for
Okay.
a man to come along and say, hey, you can take a break. Oh, I was
Like
all for
shine me
that.
the armor, huh?
Heck yeah, because I
Okay.
was tired.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay. So, oh yeah, I go to part time. Then, uh, it's just the fact that just I really just started to make concessions um, without really realizing that it was the healthiest thing. And, just little things that he just, oh, you don't have to do this. Oh, you don't have to do that.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you don't do nothing. Yeah. Well, how crazy is that? When
Wait.
you
Wait.
asked me, when you told me I didn't have to work so hard or whatever, and then he got resentful. And that was disgusting, but whatever. And, it would just be times where I'm cooking and he just burning a hole in my back, just watching me and telling me I was doing it wrong. And if I dropped food, he yelling and just was just it became he became verbally abusive,
Mm.
he emotionally abusive,
Mm.
physically abusive.
Oh. Whoa. Wow.
He pushed me. I mean, this one time he pushed me out the chair about food. He literally pushed me out of a bar stool chair about some damn food. And I was like, wow. And I stayed and I stayed and I tolerated and I thought, okay, what am I doing? But I was old. I was older at this point. I wasn't a young girl. I
Right.
was 41 years old when I got married for the first time. And I thought, Is this what it is? I knew
So
it wasn't. I ain't
not
stupid. But I just thought, okay.
not to cut you off, but how long was you guys married?
Uh, we're still married, and it's been a little over 7 years now. But I've
Oh,
been away from him for more than four. We just are not divorced, but it's just the fact that I stayed with him that long, and what really made me leave was this one particular day. I mean, he had put me out several times out of our house, our home. You can leave. You can go. You can go to your daddy's house. You can leave. You can woo woo woo,
right.
right? And he threw my clothes over my stuff over the balcony. And this particular night, I was so exhausted. And I said, I'm gonna go to sleep. And if I wake up, I'm out of here and I never go back. And I didn't. And so I never went back.
Yeah, you know what you
So
that was good. You should no woman, no person should have to deal with any kind of abuse, verbal, physical, mental, none of that. I mean, if a
mhm,
person, especially when a person tell you that they're there for you and they love you and all that, you shouldn't have to go. None of that should happen. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. And before that, he chased me relentlessly, wooed me. Nicest, the night I thought he was the nicest guy I ever meet in my life. And no, just turned out to be the worst decision I ever made. And so, you know, you live and you learn. But
Well,
he absolutely showed me who he really was.
here's a question that I still because I done heard several people do have done this. They left the person, but they're still married to it. What's holding you from divorcing them?
Well, okay. Okay, let me tell you this. Okay, it's not that I want to still be with him. Absolutely not. You know what he told me when I left him? He said, I ain't never divorcing you. You gonna have to get a divorce because I want my marriage. Really? Dude, for real? So he really just is holding on to the fact that he wants his marriage. Because, now, mind you, I'm his third wife. So, that don't look so great. But it didn't end well before, and it's not gonna end well now. But it's just the fact that life happened for me. I got sick, um, deaths and this and that, and I just didn't get to it. But we on that track right now, so it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right.
Mm,
Wow, I ain't yeah that man that's deep. That's relatively deep.
it's something, ain't it?
Yeah, that's something deep. Since you telling me a story, I'm gonna tell you a story about mine.
Mhm,
Mine is called
mhm,
Boujie Not.
mhm,
Boujie Not knew my sister and we decided so I came across her one day and we started
mhm.
talking and whatnot. Right, so Boujie Not was almost 10 years younger than me at the time that we were dating.
Oh.
Okay. So for some reason, Bougie not always thought that she was like a dime piece to every man wanted
Mm,
her and
one of those.
every
Cute.
guy I'm the stuff I'm this I'm that so I'm like yeah
Yeah.
whatever. Um, she would always tell me oh you should do this you should do that you should be buying this you should be buying that. But
Mm,
I had my own car, I had my own apartment, and she stayed with her
hmm.
grandmother. So she's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, how you gonna tell me anything? But she knew it all, okay.
Of course.
So let's go a little further. So we had dated for a while, so it got kind of rough. Well, it didn't get kind of rough. So the Browns, we were both
Uh-oh.
avid Cleveland Brown fans. Browns mean everything
Yeah.
to us. Woo, 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 woo. All right, get the
You.
barking out the way. So this is when the Browns have finally came back to Cleveland and they had got to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was staying at my place. I had my bunch of friends over. We were chilling, kicking it, and the Browns lost. So
Uh-oh.
I'm down. I'm sad. So she was like, "Hey, why don't you come back here and take care of me right quick?" And I'm like, I ain't into it. I just want I'm just chilling. I want. She's like, "Well, just take me home."
Oh. Okay.
So just take me on. Hold on a
Mhm.
second. Juju, I need you to step up for 1 second because I got to say something I don't want you to hear.
Uh-oh.
That's my grandson. I don't, somebody
Yeah.
say I don't think I want him to hear.
Yeah, you don't need to hear whatever you about
Yes.
to say.
So,
I'm pretty sure.
so I got to take her girlfriend, and one of my closest friends home. So we taking her home, and
Mhm.
she mean mugging me. She raw dogging me. I mean, give me all kinds of look. So I'm just
Uh-huh.
looking at her, and I'm looking at this. She just hits me with, "I don't believe this. You won't do this with me. After I sucked your," and I just stopped.
Oh,
I
shut
looked at
up.
her.
Stop it.
I looked at my
Stop.
friend. I looked at her friend, and I was like, I was dumbfounded. I'm like, what that got to do with anything? So
Nothing.
I took her home.
Oh,
So
Lord.
I didn't talk. We didn't talk for a week. So that following week, I'm at the house, watch playoff games at my apartment. Get a
Hmm.
phone call from her, and Boujie nice come on the phone. I was like, yeah, you know where I been? I was like, I don't know where you been. I was at the hotel last night. Like, okay. And such, he did this to me, and he did that to me, and ooh, it was so
Shut
good. It was the
up.
best I ever had. I was like,
Shut up.
so really? I said, okay. She's like, yeah, she
That
did this, he
was
did it better than you, blah blah blah. It's like, oh, all right.
what?
I like, all right, well, I'm
You know
happy for you.
what?
So I'm saying, you know what, I'm gonna have to let you go. Like I said, I'm like I
Wow.
got another story to have me to, because I had changed. I had went through something so bad that my feelings
What's that?
toward relationships wasn't as strong, so I didn't bother me. So
Mhm.
she hit me with it. So I'm like, cool, go back to watching the game. All right, about 30 minutes later, she ring the phone. She's like, hello. I was like, hello. She's like, yeah, can you take me to the hospital? I
Mm.
said, B, tell that Ian that you was effing last night to take your ass to the hospital. I'm gonna start cussing, so please forgive me. She was like, but I said, click, hang up the phone. So
Wow.
she called back. She's like, I don't believe it. You're not gonna take me to the hospital. I said, no.
Mm.
Hung up the phone.
Mm.
So
Absolutely not.
so then her family calls my phone. It's like, you supposed to love my people.
You know what? That's
Like, wait a minute. I said, after what she just told me, you think I want to do anything for her? But
yeah.
collect. So
Right.
so then she kept calling back because I never answered the phone.
Just right around.
So that so I just, like I said, I just stayed away, stayed away. So she kept calling, kept calling, kept calling. You need to come get your stuff. Come get your stuff. Come get your stuff. Like, I'm thinking to myself, I ain't going back over. So I
Wow.
just took my GED test, and this was like one of the worst snowstorms in Cleveland history.
Oh boy.
And she called, and I just
Was
finally
it
said,
87 or was it last week? I mean,
yeah, yeah, exactly. I said, I finally broke down and said, I'm going to go. So
uh-huh.
I go over there. She opened the door. She's like, come on upstairs. She started talking about, yeah, I'm doing such and such, such and such. Oh, and I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing that. It's like, can I just get my stuff so I'm good? So she says, I'm so sorry.
What?
I'm like, so I'm a man. So
Wait,
she started hooking me up. So she crying, hooking me up. I'm like, oh.
are you
Yeah,
serious?
so she hooked me up.
Shut
So I,
up. Are you wait.
like,
That really happened?
yes, I'm telling the truth. This is a true story.
Oh
So I was like,
my
she was like, you
goodness.
think we can work it out?
No, no.
Hold on.
Oh,
I said,
okay.
I don't
You
know.
know what?
I said, I don't know.
Yeah.
So we start kicking it,
Oh
so
man, you fell
so
for it.
no, no, let me finish my story.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm
So
listening.
we
Sorry.
was kicking it. We started kicking it,
Mm, mm, mm.
she every time we get together, I'll be like, you could see that I went into it. So she, so
Oh Lord.
so try, so I tried to break it off with her. So she caught herself trying to get back at me again. So
Mhm.
she invited my sister and me to the my sister. She invited my sister to the bar, and my sister invited me, but my sister didn't tell me she was there. So
Mm-hmm.
so I get to the bar. She there with some Arab, some foreign dude.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, yeah, this is my boyfriend. He's such. He do this and that. And I'm sitting there drinking that, and I'm looking at my sister. My sister looking at me, and I just looked her straight in the face, and it's like, I'm not impressed. So
Wow.
so I bounced, So she called me again with the said,
Mm,
you got to come get such and such. All right, I got to, like I said, I'm a man, and so I go over
mm,
there.
mm, mm,
She,
mm,
oh,
mm,
oh. So yeah, so we do that a few
wow.
more times. So then it just got to the point where I just wasn't.
Like, okay, that ain't getting it,
I really,
right?
yeah. So I start feeling it. So I just
Mm,
called her and I was telling her like, listen, I can't do this no more. There's nothing way
okay.
we can hook up. She's like, no, we can work it out. You meant for me. I meant for
No.
you. I meant for you. I was like, but I'm gonna do this and do that. She's like, I don't care. We gonna be together. I want to be together. We
Mm,
can't work this out. So the stuff I'm about the next sentence I'm about to say,
mm.
it's gonna be some
I'm
of the craziest
scared.
shit you ever heard.
I'm scared.
So she wouldn't leave me alone. She wouldn't. So I'm trying to tell everything. So I finally like, listen, you know
Uh-huh.
why I can't be with you?
Uh-huh.
I said, cause you're too dark for me.
What?
The phone got completely quiet.
Are you serious? Did
Phone
you
got
play the
completely
dark
quiet.
card?
And she said, all right, that's cool. And I ain't never heard from her again. It took me to
Are you
tell that
serious?
she was
To
too
say
dark
that?
for her to leave me. She didn't never call
Are
me
you
again, ever.
that's the one thing to hurt
Ever.
her feelings for her to just
Ever.
leave you alone.
Yeah, because I called her. She told her she was too dark for me. And she
That's
finally got
crazy.
the message and she stopped calling me. And
Wow.
see,
Wow.
I didn't see the sense, but we were cordial. But yeah, no, it would never
Well,
be
I'll
nothing else.
be darned.
Yeah.
That's something else. Mm,
So my point about my story is,
mm,
if it's
mm,
over,
mm.
it's over. For female and male,
Yeah.
don't degrade yourself or play yourself
Yeah.
trying to force something to happen,
Absolutely not.
because it's not
No.
gonna happen. You
I
know.
did it. I tried to make a marriage work that I knew. Listen, I'm honestly, I'm be 150% with you. When I said yes to marrying him, I knew I didn't want to marry him.
That was the first clue.
And that's a lot, right?
Yeah.
So that was my fault. A lot of it was my fault.
But you kept
Um,
forcing it, right?
I
Am I right?
knew I was forcing. I was like,
See?
yeah, because I'm old. I was thinking, I'm getting old. I got to do this. I'm going to make this work. No,
No.
absolutely not. Don't ever freaking settle for
That's
nothing.
right. And here's the thing, females, don't do get backs and think a man gonna want you
Never,
back.
never,
Don't tell another, don't go have sex with another man or go be with another man.
never,
Throw it in his face and then think he wants you
never,
back. Not gonna
never.
happen.
He
Not gonna.
definitely not going to want
It's
you.
not gonna happen. And it's gonna happen like you see the story. I just kept doing it because of what I was getting out of it. But in
Right.
my heart, I was done with it because
Done.
what she said.
You when you're done, you're done. When your mind shut it down, you're done. It's nothing this person gonna say or do, any grand gesture, whatever. It's done.
Done. It's
When
done.
you make up and your gut is telling you, your heart and your gut and your mind, you're done. So
And don't
you can
prolong
try
it.
all you want, but it's
Yeah,
not gonna happen.
yeah. And if you need, I know, like she said, she's dealing with an abusive situation. If you need help, reach out to somebody and ask them for help. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying?
I and you know
Call a
what?
hotline. Call a
I didn't
hotline. Call your
realize
best friend, your
that.
mama. You know. No,
Well,
I'm talking to the people. I'm
I
not talking
felt,
to you. I'm talking
I'm,
to the people. But yeah, go ahead.
well, I'm gonna tell you about, yeah,
Don't
I
wait.
didn't
Yeah,
feel like I
yeah,
had that.
yeah. Don't rush. If it's another
hmm
episode, don't say
Oh,
it
it's a
right
whole
now.
nother damn episode.
Okay, then
It's
we
a
don't.
whole nother episode.
Let's
But
close this
yeah,
one out. Unless you got
yeah,
something
we're
more to
gonna
say,
close that out.
close this one on out. But listen,
Yep.
people, if the relationship's not working, don't force it. You know what I'm saying? Don't
No.
you know? like I
Absolutely
said, I'm
not.
married right now. And I don't think I said in my last part. I'm going through some things with my wife right now, but she's my wife. She's not my girlfriend.
Yeah,
So I have,
right. It's
and
totally different.
like my friend Gigi just said, hers was abusive and emotional. On that. Mine's not that, but so
Right.
that's why I have to work on mine because it's just communication problems that we're having that can be worked
Yeah.
out. That's
That
different.
absolutely.
That's different. But
That's
when it comes
that's
to
that's
abuse and
easy.
then yeah, abuse
When
and
somebody putting their hands on you and somebody is just so nasty and mean and hateful, it's not worth it
it's not worth it.
ever.
So find a way
Ever.
out. Find a way out.
Yep.
Church. Go to church. Call somebody. Call a
Something.
closest friend. Do whatever you need to do so you don't have to continue to
Yep.
abuse. Because then you submit yourself to, like she said, she was doing stuff just trying to keep her marriage. You don't
Yeah.
if you got once
Mm-mm.
if it ain't doing it, it ain't doing it
Mm-mm.
because you want it to happen because it's a misunderstanding or just not something that
Yeah.
it's my. This is a she said abuse. Mine is
Mm-hmm.
just a misunderstanding. Some people don't understand what things mean.
Yeah.
That goes for me. That goes for my wife. We don't understand how we need to get on the same page of what each other
Mm-hmm.
means. Okay, so that's the
Right.
things we got to work out. That's I got to work on my own because I'm not perfect. Nobody
Yeah.
on this earth is perfect. So
No.
with that being
Absolutely not.
said, I'm gonna repeat
Absolutely
like I always repeat from my great friend Earthquake. Put God first in everything. Well, Earthquake really my friend, but I listen to him so much. But put God first. Put God first, and
not.
everything else will follow. God and Earthquake, I ain't trying to steal from you, brother. I just like it. I love it because it's a great
Yeah,
idea.
that's
You know what I'm
great.
saying? Gigi, thank
Hmm.
you for coming on the show, and
Thank you.
hopefully I will have you on again. If you guys liked her, let me know at the bottom.
Absolutely.
Leave a comment,
Yay.
and like I said,
Hey.
subscribe. I'll
Yay.
see you
I
next
got a whole
time.
bunch of stuff to talk about.
I
So,
know. Well,
yes,
we'll
sir. I
get
will
to
be back
it.
if you have me.
I will have
Absolutely.
you. All right. Thank you. See you
Yes,
later,
sir.
guys.
Okay.